We would like to invite the journalists of South China Morning Post and the journalist from Reuters. For the journalist of South China Morning Post, first, you may have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. I do have a question for the delegate of Taiwan. So, as you may know, I was here for a couple of minutes during the second committee session, and I do know that for as long as the committee session goes, you are the one who offered the joint training for confidence in regards of protecting the people of Hong Kong. But we do all acknowledge that we cannot guarantee that there will be probability of war. So what do you have to say on the measures of mm, ensuring that this does not blow out of proportions? Thank you.
Thank you. Results China Morning Post. Maybe the latest development is pretty clear that the training has already been cancelled because of the legalities. But to address how this will not escalate into further chaos within the region of Taiwan, we've done three things. First is basically we were planning to move the training outside of the region of Taiwan, that is into the Indian Ocean. Second, we are to make it clear that the planned naval exercise were only for defensive measures. And three, we are very open for the possibilities of providing the white paper on our uh, possibility of of overall military plan in order to actually give out the impression to China that we are not here to attack, but we are here to defend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, for the second journalist of SCMP, you may have the floor.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the time that you give to South China Morning Post. Well, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Alia, and then I'm going to ask the questions to Taiwan again. Taiwan. uh, what is your opinion regarding this Hong Kong crisis? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. The recent Hong Kong protests were legitimate and they were a grassroots movement in order to actually in order for these people to garner three things, right? They want freedom, they want liberty, and they want human rights. Taiwan believe that the current actions conducted by China is actually in violations according to the agreements that they were once agreed on. That is the one China two system policies. It is already clearly stipulated in the common law that Chinese law cannot be incorporated within Hong Kong law. That's first. And second, that the Hong Kong people do have the right to protest. And Taiwan believe that these violations against these rights are very concerning. And that's why we do the things that we did in the council. We want to ask China to clarify their actions and maybe furthermore to help the Hong Kong protests to establish their goals, and finally to ensure the safety and liberty of the people of Hong Kong in accordance to the 1984 Sino-British Agreement. Thank you.
Thank you. So, for the next journalist, the journalist of Reuters, you may have the floor.
Thank you. So first, I want to have a following question for Taiwan. So you said that you want to ensure China to pursue your goals. So how to make China to ensure your goals that you have been stated? And second, I want to ask the question to USA. So if due to this breaking news, if the coercive protest have emerged once again as similar as the 14 March, what kind of responsibility that could USA give to especially Hong Kong as the party that has been disadvantaged? Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Once again, Taiwan would like to again stipulate two important things, right? First is, of course, China is part of the international community, and international communities adheres to international norms. One of it includes of course, the basic declaration of human rights, that is the freedom of assembly and the freedom of expression to their people. So, what Taiwan would like to propose, if China does not want to be isolated by the international community, then they must adhere to these principles. That first. And second is, of course, the financial benefit. Hong Kong is currently one of the major financial and trading hub in Asia. By doing this kind of repressive laws, what they are doing is actually limiting the capacity of Hong Kong to actually exercise its financial independence, and it will not be and economically speaking, Taiwan believe it will not be positive towards Hong Kong, especially China's image in the world of finance and commercials. Thank you.
Sorry, Chair, can I have a following question?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Taiwan, for the answer, but you're not answering my question about how to ensure that China will follow your goals. Thank you. Can you please answer that question, please?
Okay. To answer them quickly is basically we are trying to ensure that the way we are trying to ensure that China is going to follow up on these promises is basically by applying pressure, not hard pressure, but soft pressure. How so? We are going to we are opening our roots. We are opening our doors to the people of Hong Kong. We are making these people who can actually contribute to the Chinese economy to escape, to actually provide a safe haven. So this is providing a clear message to China. If you're keeping doing these things, then you will keep losing these bright minds that will have the possibility to help your economy. That's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Taiwan. Could USA please answer my question? Thank you.
For the journalist of Reuters, can you please repeat your question for the United States, because there has been some noise issue on your part back then.
Sorry, Chair. Okay, I will repeat my question. So, due to this breaking news, if the coercive protests or chaos have emerged once again, similar to the 14 March, what kind of responsibility that could USA give to especially to Hong Kong as the party that has been disadvantaged? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. The delegate of United States would like to reply by when there are chaos, when there is a certain thing that is happening, and especially if it threatens the security and it fits with their ideology of the safety of everyone who would like to give rights or have rights to protest or have rights to at least contest their ideas. Therefore, the delegate of United States are clarified by the Congress itself to be allowed to use all resources and authorities in our competition against China. The delegate of the United States does not deny that we are in a competition. However, we are in a healthy competition in both ideology, economy, and even sometimes military, as we also spar our military forces in terms of seeing who would be better in that. But however, going back to what would we do, or how would we give the support to the extent of our support, to put it simply, we would put a lot of resources and a lot of our authorities, as long as the Congress allows it, and it would be in our both in our interest and the international community's interest that both can have a safe competition, and that China would stop basically exploiting the chaos to get more out of it and basically spreading their authoritarian negative influence. That is all.
Okay, journalist, Are there any more follow-up questions on the floor?
Yes, I have a following question to USA, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you said that you want to have a healthy competition with other countries, especially China. But regarding to this breaking news, the US has various findings that show cash flows from US to individuals in Hong Kong. So can you please clarify that about your statement, the healthy competition that you already mentioned? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. This is certainly breaking news, especially for the U.S. But the U.S. severely doubts that the cash flows are in a way of our certain intentions, and those could be certain misunderstandings. And therefore, the delegate of United States, unsure of what this can imply to the competition, we would like to say with utmost certainty that this is definitely not the intention of the government of United States, as it is basically standardized and it is basically answered in Congress that our approach to China is to try to compete in both technology and also ideology. But then again, we also have all the authorities and all the resources that we have to do, because again, we cannot assume that the government of China would play fair. And with that said, the delegate of United States would like to state that however it is, we are trying to compete in the most healthy, but also the most respondent of ways, especially with how China is also not the brightest and the most innocent of superpowers. That is. Thank you.
All right. Are there any more questions on the floor? All right, seeing none. Thank you, chairs and delegates of the Crisis Council. You may proceed your session. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Press
Thank
Crops.
you.
Thank you.